They've tried to sit his ass down before in the past, but he still got better and better. So how do you do this? Keep his ass in jail, okay? Because there's a lot of black families, lives that were ruined and livelihood, but because it ain't y'all.
Why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down? Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.
I know that I've been gone for an awfully long time. I've been taking care of some business outside of the channel, but no worries, okay? I'm back. We got a lot that we're gonna cover, okay? Arkansas Mo, Karlie Red's ex-husband, actually, or ex-fiance. I don't know if they were actually really married. I never really saw a marriage certificate, okay? We got some exclusive information on Maurice Payne. We're also going to be talking about Nicki Minaj versus the government, all right? Also going to be discussing the MTV Awards as well as the Met Gala and Whitney Houston, okay? She's trending again. I don't understand. That woman has been peacefully resting for quite some time, but they feel the need to dig her up, okay? And possibly ruin her legacy, okay? But first, all right, we're going to take a moment, and I'm going to get serious here for a moment, okay? I really want us to take a moment. I want you to search Sabrina Parr on Instagram, okay? She is the ex to Lamar Odom. Yes, she did date Tristan Thompson. She does have sort of a controversial image out here, but when we need to rally together for one another, all jokes aside, okay, yes, we roast, we drag over here, we expose, but when we need each other to be there for one another, real life kicks in, okay? And so she has recently been diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I'm not sure what stage she's in. She did take to her Instagram to inform her followers about the diagnosis because it is pretty scary, okay? Martin Luther King's wife, Coretta Scott King, died suddenly from ovarian cancer, as well as a host of other people. But it's a really aggressive cancer. It's a hard cancer to catch because there's not a test that is readily available. It makes it easy for you to screen. It doesn't come up in a pap smear, and it's something that you have to ask for, okay? And so it's not something that's really on our mind a lot. It does kill millions of women every year, and I just feel that during this difficult time, we're talking about a woman, a black woman that could possibly be taken away from her family as well as her children who need her. I feel that we just need to take a moment of silence just to offer her some prayers, okay? Offer her some strength, some love, and go to her page and, just leave some words of encouragement, because a lot of times when we are faced with life or death, in the survival mode at this point, things can take over and it could really send us under. And depression, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my little thoughts together here because, when I'm taking it back, when one of us are suffering, and I'm sure that there are millions of people out here suffering, okay? But we've covered her a lot on the channel, and I feel that we need to cover her, especially when she needs to be uplifted in times like this, okay? So take the time. Her Instagram is below. Follow her, send her a DM, show some love under the picture, but just let her know that we are praying for her, and I'm sure that she is going to kick cancer's ass, okay? And so we love you, Sabrina, and we support you, and we are praying for you with everything in us, okay? And so it's kind of hard for me to talk about subjects like this. That's why it doesn't flow. But you know what? I'm going to start bringing this up a lot more, okay? And so bottoms up and courage and strength to Sabrina Parr. Now, let's go ahead and get into Whitney Houston. I don't understand why they can't let this lady just rest, all right? She's been passed a long time, and now I feel that Hollywood is trying to erase her legacy because they are lacking creativity, and the reason they are lacking creativity is because they want to just kind of make this group of theirs inclusive, and they want to again sell how they used to sell before the internet came out. And I feel that they're running out of ideas because they won't allow young creators to come in and offer them some ideas so that they can relate to how we're living, okay, and our children's children and children are living today, okay? And so they've decided to reboot or remake The Bodyguard. Now, I don't understand how they're going to go about doing this. Now, I do realize it has been on Broadway. And yes, it hasn't sold the way that it sold when it debuted because Whitney Houston an icon and a legend, someone with an amazing voice, made that movie, okay? That movie would have been nothing without Whitney Houston and her voice, okay? Because she recorded the entire soundtrack to go with the movie, the love story as well. Now, just in case you're not familiar with The Bodyguard, I don't know where you have been, all right? But Kevin Costner played in it. He was a love interest of Whitney Houston. I do like how they tied together interracial dating, because a lot of times people do look down and still look down on interracial dating. But to see a woman fall for someone, as well as someone who's been deemed as, you know, the colonizer, as someone who enslaved the entire world, really see a black woman for who she was and want to protect her and love her. I loved how the whole story went, and everybody loved that movie, okay? Even though it was extremely controversial, but it was Whitney Houston's love, it was her emotions that really brought this movie to life. And I'm just trying to figure out how a Channing Tatum, let me get the names, Todd, hold on, let me get the names, okay? Channing Tatum, I guess he's going to play, or he's being considered for the role of Kevin Costner, Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, and Cardi B. I'm just trying to figure out how Warner Brothers is going to swing this, okay? Channing Tatum, yes, he is incredibly attractive. He's sexy. He comes across on screen as a white man, and every woman wants to, it's like their dream, Channing Tatum on screen, okay? They want what they see, you know, Hollywood right, even though that is not real life and that is not real love, okay? But it does come across on screen, you know, pretty well. And a lot of women do desire to have him. Chris Hemsworth, I don't see it. Tessa Thompson and Cardi B, I don't understand how they're going to sing. What are we going to do? Rap? Okay. What are we going to do? Use a voiceover to sing the songs? Because The Bodyguard was really, it came together because of Whitney Houston's voice and her emotion. And everybody loves Whitney, okay? Everybody just loved her. The music, the story, it was all her, and it was her movie. So I just don't understand why Warner Brothers, you know, feels the need that they need to remake this movie, because I don't think it's going to do as good as, or as great as, the original Bodyguard. I'm not going to support the movie at all. I just want to let you guys know, because I don't feel, and I know y'all gonna say, oh, it just has everything to do with Cardi B. I've watched Cardi B's movies before, okay? I don't think she's bad at acting. That's how she kind of, you know, made herself famous, was doing skits and acting and stuff on Instagram. But I just don't see anybody worth making that role come together. Someone who we love, someone who we would, you know, cry if we saw singing. Name a singer out here that makes you cry right now. Name one. I'll wait. Name one. We're waiting. Okay, this is desperation, and this reads that they don't have enough creativity to make something original, okay? That role was written for the late Whitney Houston, and I feel that it shouldn't be messed with at all, okay? They already came out with this documentary trying to paint her as, you know, some crackhead lesbian. I'm done. I'm over it, okay? Let the woman rest. Let us embrace us for who she was, because we only fell in love with Whitney because of her voice, okay? We didn't care about no Bobby Brown. We didn't care about her cocaine habit. We cared about how she made us feel when she got on stage, okay? And she took us away from all the problems, just as she found a way to cope with her own problems, okay? Because we all have problems at the end of the day, okay? Now, Warner Brothers, this is a stretch, all right? Now, moving on. Woo! All right. The MTV Awards and performances, okay? I didn't really watch the show. I was just kind of coming in and out while I was, you know, on business trips this week. But I didn't really see anything that was worth giving a standing ovation, although I did think Doja Cat really kind of made the awards interesting to watch because of her outfits. I mean, she's a very unique personality. She's a very big personality. And I felt that her personality did kind of give the VMAs a leg up with trying to keep viewers in, but the performances lacked, okay? The awards were very biased. I don't understand how Justin Bieber got Artist of the Year, and he's only released 2 songs, okay? There was a lot of other artists that I feel that should have been considered, and I feel that they got the short end of the stick, okay? And Justin Bieber did not deserve that, but of course, because he has a big audience, He's rolling out a new album. This was a way to get more viewers, okay? And the award show, we all know, is extremely biased, okay? Now, Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow gave an amazing performance. I mean, it gave me chills. I haven't had chills from a performance in a long time, okay? And I was rocking that shit. And I love how Jack Harlow embraces the LGBTQ. A lot of rappers aren't comfortable doing that on stage because somehow they think that, you know, being gay or being, you know, lesbian or something is contagious. I don't get that, but Jack Harlow came through, showed Lil Nas X some love, and really turned up that performance. But we all know that Lil Nas X is an amazing performer, okay? We never know what he's gonna do, and I'm excited to watch his growth, okay? Also, Chloe Bailey. Is it Chloe or Holly? I think it's one of them. Don't get me, Chloe. Yeah, it was Chloe. I like her song "Have Mercy," but I'm not feeling it. Okay, and I saw the performance because, you know, they are putting a lot of money behind Chloe. I just kind of feel like it just didn't. I don't know. That's what it is. I don't know. I don't know who I'm seeing. I don't know if I'm seeing her or you know, I just don't know. Or I wish I knew more, but I don't, okay? Normani, dry. Okay, Normani begged and wanted to be a part of the award show. She said that we talked down on her. I don't feel that her song was all that great to be considered. I don't feel like she's put enough work out here to be considered. There were a lot of other artists that they could have filled those spots with, but because, you know, fans were on Twitter rallying for her, that's the reason why she got the spot in the first place. And so I felt that it was very dry. I felt that, you know, when she brought Tiana Taylor out on stage, that it was going to be a little bit more to it. You know, Lil Nas X gave everything he was supposed to give. And so I just felt like it just could have been more. And I wasn't feeling the braids. I really wasn't. I felt like it was a very lazy hairstyle. And yeah, I did not like it. And yeah, I mean, that's really all for the MTV Music Awards. And, you know, let's not forget, I guess, Machine Gun Kelly, as well as Conor McGregor. I'm glad that it wasn't the black folks tearing up these white people's shit, you know, this year. It was actually Machine Gun Kelly and Conor McGregor. Now, supposedly, Conor McGregor asked Machine Gun Kelly, or asked Megan Fox, because you know Machine Gun Kelly is dating Megan Fox. He asked Megan Fox for a picture. Machine Gun Kelly just kind of, you know, I guess, I don't know if he snatched her and the drink hit him. That's what made Conor McGregor throw a drink and try to lunge at him to fight him. But I would tell Machine Gun Kelly he needs to stand down, okay? Now, he is lucky to be dating such an, you know, I guess a big actress in Hollywood, Megan Fox, and a lot of people do desire to be with her. She is Hollywood's, what they quote, a sex symbol, one of the sex symbols. And so for him to be so insecure, not understanding that everybody is a fan of Megan Fox, and if he would have done just a little bit of research, and instead of letting his insecurities and jealousies get in the way of letting somebody like Conor McGregor take a picture, I just feel like he's going down a road that he's not going to eventually win, okay? Because he's not making the kind of money that Conor McGregor is making, okay? Diddy is making Machine Gun Kelly's money, and I just feel like it was just immature, and it was really petty of him to even try to throw a drink or even, you know, just try to be territorial over a woman who I guess the world has grown to love, okay? Megan Fox is an amazing actress, okay? And she looks great when she walks into a room, okay? She is going to make everybody look, you know what I'm saying? Because of her fashion, because of her always in character. And I just feel like, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck does she see in Machine Gun Kelly any damn way, okay? He's broke. Diddy is taking 80% of his damn money. Yeah, he's doing roles here and there, but he ain't nowhere near on her damn level. You know what? But a lot of women with money, you know what I'm saying, they only care about the heart, but when them bills really need to get paid and shit starts slowing up, she'll wake up, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she will get somebody like Conor McGregor a little bit of pussy. I don't know, because he got it, you know what I'm saying? Now, before we move on, okay, to the Met Gala, as well as Nicki Minaj's beef versus the American government and Trinidad government, and we got a little exclusive for you. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means one of those, boldly raise a glass to. I got to thank my sponsors. Let's go. Listen here, Juvia's Place understood the assignment. They have everything you need to create the perfect face in one place. Take your fine ass over to juviasplace.com or your local Ulta Beauty store and check out all of their luxury products that won't break the bank. Juvia's Place prides itself on presenting you with only the finest formulas and most pigmented shades. Take your look to the next level with unique eyeshadows, full coverage foundations, bold lip colors, and much, much more. Using my code WINE. Get you 10% off your online order. Let's put the wine down for a second because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. And now we're back, okay? And don't forget, all the links are below to every single product that I personally endorse, okay? And remember, we wouldn't have this show without our sponsors. That's why I don't ask you guys for money, okay? Because they pay a lot of it to be here, okay? And these are products that I personally use. Now, on to the Met Gala. This is supposed to be, I guess, an event that is costume driven. And I didn't see a lot of costumes. I'm just shocked by that. Now, I did give on who I thought was best dressed, which was Megan Thee Stallion. And the reason I said on Twitter, I said on Twitter and Instagram that it was Megan Thee Stallion is because I'm so used to seeing her naked. I'm so used to seeing her from behind. To see her dressed up elegantly, it really made me just say, wow. She's really beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we're seeing the ratchet part of her. We're seeing her ass crack. We're seeing her hands on her ass. And it's like, she doesn't give us enough time to notice her face. You know what I'm saying? Before she's turned around. And I thought she really dressed up nice. Not to say that, she doesn't have the right to show her body. I just wanted to see her in a different fashion. And I'm glad that I got a chance to really see her that way. Okay. And so she looked really good. I don't know who her designer was. Yes, it was given prom type, but everybody came to the Met Gala dressed as prom. It was only a few costumes. Now, I do want to give praise to those that actually did come in costume. Those like Kim Kardashian. Yes, she did take her husband's idea. Okay. That is still her husband, whether we like it or not. But we always know that Kanye was the one that transformed Kim's fashion. He leveled her up. Okay. And so she really wanted to make a statement at this year's Met Gala. She did. Okay. Because she came covered. And while a lot of y'all thought that she came in with Kanye, she didn't. Okay. That was someone that was supposed to be Kanye because Kanye could not, unfortunately, make it, even though he would have probably gone there and stood beside his woman in a mask. All right. Now, Lil Nas X, although I felt that his look gave the Wizard of Oz, we've seen that before. It wasn't anything that I said wow to. He did follow protocol and he did show up in 3 costumes. Okay. Now he went above and beyond and he's really trying to make a staple and stay in this industry. Okay. And so I like that he went above and beyond. He did invest in some really, really nice costumes, but I didn't feel like it was anything original. And let's not forget to show Latalia Bryan some love, okay? I loved how she showed up beautiful and she looked age appropriate, okay? Now, there were a lot of other celebrities that I loved, okay? Iman. I don't feel that it was a costume. I feel that it was very feathery. It was very fashionably, okay? But she looked absolutely radiant. Mary J. Blige looked radiant. Lupita Nyong'o, okay? Show-stopping. I loved how she showed emphasis on her natural hair, okay? Because let's be honest, we got a lot of dark-skinned girls that are showing up to events like this with weaves slicked down. Don't get me started. But I loved how Lupita Nyong'o allowed her hair, okay, to do all the talking and showing that it needed to do. And yes, there was a lot of other people that showed up looking absolutely beautiful, okay? Billie Eilish, as well as Venus Williams, Serena Williams. I mean, the show goes on, sweetie. And yes, I thought this year's Met Gala costume party was quite boring because we did not see a lot of costumes, okay? We are supposed to be saying, wow. I mean, Lady Gaga has made so many statements at Met Galas, okay? And let's not forget when Cardi B made her debut, that costume, even though it represented her set, you know what I'm saying? It was show-stopping. But this year, it didn't do any of that, okay? And I felt like a lot of these artists could have stepped their game up, or maybe they just didn't have the money because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? COVID has reduced a lot of the actors and actresses and musicians' income, and so maybe they just didn't have it to give to the designers, okay? But if they were smart and they had good management, they wouldn't have to pay for these costumes at all. These designers would show up and show out, okay? Because they're trying to get their name on the screen. But I don't want to forget, okay, all of the black men and some white men in dresses. I'm just trying to figure out. Rihanna made A$AP Rocky look like a pure bitch. He wrapped in a quilt while she got a beanie on, okay? Now, I know she was trying to make a statement behind that beanie, but let's be honest. I feel that A$AP Rocky should have worn that beanie so that they could see black men in fashion wearing beanies without being racially profiled. But instead, he wrapped up in a colorful quilt, and she had on the beanie to represent masculinity and strength, okay? Trying to make a statement with that beanie, okay? That is my opinion. I know y'all probably gonna be like, damn, Tasha, you kind of harsh, but let's be honest, okay? He should have worn that beanie to represent all of the black men who died, okay? As a result of police racially profiling, okay? Black men in beanies. Now, before we move on to our exclusive on Arkansas Mode, Karlie Red's ex, who has recently been sentenced to 17 years. Now, I know y'all think, oh my God, that is too harsh. I beg to differ, okay? And we're also going to unwind, okay, this feud about COVID-19 between Nicki Minaj and the entire government. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to, okay? Get your wine. Let me go on and sip. Damn, it's been a while since I sipped.
See, I enjoy oral sex, but to be honest, some of my experiences have been not pleasing due to lack of proper vaginal hygiene. I went down on this chick once, and the yoni was so good and fresh. It took me on like a whole nother level of just pleasure. So at that moment, I had to stop and ask, what are you using? And she told me, Embrace Pangea Feminine Wash.
We all know that a fresh yoni brings on a whole new level of confidence, so visit embracepangea.com, and of course, I got my winos covered for a discount, so use the coupon code TASHAK for 10% off your first order. AdamandEve.com. I'm talking toys, bondage, lingerie, and so much more. Plus, they have 24/7 customer service, so you can order at 3 a.m. if you ain't coming, if you get me, okay? And if something isn't working out, you can send it back within 90 days, no hassle. And if that's not enough, you can also take pleasure in knowing that 20% of their profits goes to help fight the spread of HIV around the world. So go on ahead and log on to AdamandEve.com. Use the code TASHAK for 50% off one item plus free shipping in the US and Canada. Some exclusions apply now, but hurry up and visit AdamandEve.com so they can make you come. Now, don't forget the links are below if you are interested in ordering any of those products that I just mentioned. Now, let's move on to Nicki Minaj, okay? She has been canceled in every area of her life, and I just feel like because they haven't been able to silence her because she has such a big and loyal following, they're going to do so by imposing the Trump effect, okay? Now, she's recently been suspended from Twitter, okay? Is she going to have her Twitter reinstated? Of course, okay? They haven't taken it down. She's just been suspended from tweeting because they don't necessarily like her influence. Now, we all have our own controversial views on COVID-19 and these vaccines and how effective they are, but if she has personal experiences because the vaccine is very new and hasn't undergone a lot of research, and let's be honest, a lot of vaccines haven't undergone a lot of research. When we have something that's just taking us out, they roll out something that they feel is effective at least 60% of the way, and guess what? They're going to try it out. And 9 times out of 10, they do end up saving more lives than we're losing when we do have these breakout viruses. But at the end of the day, we're just all trying to band together to do something to try to save one another. Now, statistically, when you do look at the unvaccinated versus the vaccinated, the ones who are fully vaccinated have lower death rates. Now, are vaccines 100% effective? Absolutely not. Getting the vaccine is like wearing your seatbelt in the car. You can still die, okay? There are other factors that are at play that could contribute to you dying, and the vaccine is not 100% safe, okay, from anything. Because even if you were to take a vaccine, trying to prevent yourself from dying from COVID, who's to say you ain't gonna go out here and get hit by a car? Now, what I don't like is how everybody is so sensitive about this topic, okay? Yes, we've lost a lot of people, but as we're all going through this, we should all be respectful respected enough to state something and not be judged or condemned for it, okay? Now, a lot of us are undereducated when it comes to this topic because we don't know a lot about it. And for her to have her Twitter suspended because she said something that the government necessarily didn't like, okay? Like her mentioning that her cousin had a side effect of swollen testicular, shit going on down there. I mean, that is their experience. And let's be honest, they have not documented all of the side effects from each vaccine. And a lot of people will say, you know what? Would I take my chances getting COVID versus my testicles swollen or maybe getting some type of rash or maybe dying from an allergic reaction? Because let's not act like they don't tell you to stay there 15 to 30 minutes after you get the vaccine to make sure your ass ain't having no allergic reaction, okay? There's so many factors at play here, and I just feel like it's really petty and it's really immature at the government to try to silence her and educate her at the same time because they do want her promoting such vaccines because let's be honest, billions of dollars have been spent on these vaccines. And so guess what? When we have influencers like Nicki Minaj with large followings and they're telling or trying to discourage their followers from not getting vaccinated by telling stories like this, yes, they get nervous, okay? Now, it's unfortunate that sites who built, their names and their brands off of people being able to express exactly what they wanted because let's be honest, Twitter has a wormhole just like every other social media site, okay? But Twitter is the one where you can really get in, say what you want to say, put out explicit videos, but when it comes to them politics, they don't like that shit, okay? Banning Trump, banning trying to suspend Nicki Minaj, people who have large influences because they're not going along with what the government is saying is absolute bullshit because let's be honest, okay? Twitter has been used in the past to sway elections, okay? To really put people in positions that they shouldn't be in, but now all of a sudden, y'all want to try to crack down because somebody is mentioning a little side effect about a vaccine, which we all know that vaccines have side effects that a lot of us don't want to be exposed to. Get the fuck out of here. If you don't want people on your damn site, you might as well go ahead and delete the entire site because let's be honest, there are a lot of other violations that Twitter could be suspended, but instead they want to focus on somebody with influence, okay? Preferably more influence than them. So what do? They shut your ass down.
Wait, so hold on. Let me get this straight. I see there was another Uncle Tamiana speaking on my name. Let me ask y'all something. In the 10, 12, 13 years, how many ever years you guys have known of me, do y'all think that I would go on the internet and lie about being invited to the fucking White House? Like, what? Do you guys see what is happening right now? Oh my goodness. If y'all don't see, it's not even surprising to me that they had to use one of us. Like I said, the first time they used one of us, she was the first person that was used. Now they just use this man to come out and put this thing out saying that I wasn't invited to the White House. Do y'all think I would lie about being like, what? Like what? So tomorrow when I do a call with my management and my publicist, who I follow both of them. You can go follow Sal and from Sal X Co and follow Joe, my publicist who works with Republic Records. They were on the phone call. And you know what the request was? We'd like to offer Nicki an invitation to come to the White House to speak with two people, the two names. What is that man's name? Dr. Fauci. And with the Surgeon General. And do you know what I said? I said, well, I would rather not have to travel. Can we do something like a live? And they said that they're open to me choosing a platform to do a live. But they have never taken that off the table for me to come to the White House. And so I said I would like to do, the other question is, they asked me would I like to do a private a private conversation or a public live. And I said, it would not feel genuine if it was something that I discussed with them only privately, because then it would come off disingenuous to my fans, because it would sound like I was kind of like selling them the vaccine, and everyone agreed. So at around 5, 6 o'clock, about 3 hours ago, they got back on the phone with my management and my publicist and said, they weren't too happy about me letting people know that I was going there, etc. Anyway, but do you guys think that I would make that up? So now this man tried to come on Twitter to try to make a fucking fool out of me. Sweetheart, are you out of your fucking mind? I'm not one of those people that y'all are going to be able to do this with, sweetheart. Okay? See, the minute you guys started going this hard is when this seemed strange to me. Like, and I'm not talking about the representative that Joe and Sal spoke to today. I'm talking about just the Democratic Party in general, and so many people jumping at the chance to, okay, well, we can't make fun of the actual story anymore and talk about testicles and balls till they drop dead and make that a joke. So now we have to attack her personally. I want you guys to see what is happening. And they had to make sure it came from a black person first, because if it came from a white person, the black people would be like, oh, you're racist in this. So let's peep this. The first attack was from a black woman. Now, this thing to assassinate my character is from a Uncle Tamiana, black, quote unquote, black man. When 80% of the artists that y'all following right now feel like I feel about the vaccine and are too afraid to speak on it. And guess what they're doing right now? If they assassinate me and assassinate my character and make me look crazy or stupid, guess what? No one else will ever ask questions again. Don't you see what's happening? And y'all sitting around fucking laughing? You think I would fucking come out my wake up and say, I'm gonna make up a lie about being invited to the White House? What? The fuck I look like? Disgusting that a person can't speak about just questions or thoughts they're having about something that they're gonna have to put in their body. That this attack is this hateful and purposeful. You see, they have to get people who can just get up there and be like, oh yeah, child, and make women of color look fucking dumb. They can't deal with smart women. Whenever a smart woman challenges anything, they get called a bitch or crazy. Pick one or both. You guys ask yourself a question. When have you ever known me to say some shit like that? Somebody fucking invited me. Someone get the fuck out of here. And y'all sitting up here kiki-keying and laughing and not realizing what's right in front of your fucking eyes. AKA, don't question me, you black bitch. Don't question what's going on, ho. Gonna use this Uncle fucking Tamiana. And so many of y'all y'all say all this shit on the internet, wouldn't fucking make a fucking peep in real life. To these artists that y'all tweet and comment every fucking day. This is in no way being disrespectful to the people that reached out, because I think that was a really nice gesture. And this has nothing to do with them. And I would imagine that they must be feeling some sort of pressure when they have all these people, attacking me and coming at them. Like, why would you invite her there? And da-da-da. Like, that's sad. No. They shouldn't be questioned on why. And then Just imagine someone saying, oh no, we offer Nicki Minaj the same phone call we offer everybody else. What? You think they would offer that to Mookie in the projects? No, everybody else. And I see why a lot of celebrities keep themselves bubbled up. You understand? We're living in a place without free health care. So anybody in this country has the right to question anything about their health. Because if your health mattered that fucking much, there would be free fucking health care, bozos. I went on Twitter earlier and I said, you guys tweet me your questions so that I have questions to ask, Dr. Fauci and the Surgeon General on your behalf, because people need to be speaking up for the people who can't speak up for themselves or who will get just laughed at. You can't do that to me. You can't just laugh me up out of here. No, boo-boo, I would have been gone. I've been targeted and bullied my whole career. I don't get on the internet and cry about it. Uproar about someone saying, hey guys, what vaccine did you use? Hey guys, I'd like to, wait a little bit, just like so many people in America are doing right now. And it bothered me when I spoke to my family in Trinidad and they said, right now, if we don't have the vaccine, we can't work. Like, did y'all just hear what I said? Could you imagine being in a country where it's not that easy just to get on Instagram and, a lot of, my family members in Trinidad don't even have Instagram. So if I have to be their voice, then I will, okay? I was born in Trinidad. I am a self-made woman. So at the heart of who I am, I'm always going to root for the fucking underdog, the person who had to watch their mother be on freaking welfare and still figure it out and say, you know what, I might have seen my family have to struggle, but I'm going to make sure my son doesn't have to live that life. But how can you forget it? How can you forget it? And how can you negate how these people feel? They're being told they can't work if they don't have the vaccine. And so if I want to ask questions about the vaccine, what's wrong? What's wrong? So now there's this gang up for me to say, all right, you know what, you guys, hey everyone, okay, just take the vaccine and now I see why celebrities distance themselves from y'all. Cause y'all be the first ones making fun when people put their neck out on the line. Don't tell me I can't agree with a Republican or I can't agree with this person, I can't agree with this one. Do you see the first person who went out there to attack me? A black woman. The fuck I look like lying about getting an invite? The fuck off my phone.
Now on to our exclusive, okay? I like to call it our exclusive because we were the ones that put the story on the map, okay? We're going to do a little rebranding here since they want to come out here and say, oh, it's fake news. Our news is real, okay? Yes, just hilarious. I'm going to have to take that slogan here just for a little bit, all right? Arkansas Mo, whose real name is Maurice Fain, all right? Who did con his way into Karlie Red's cougar pussy, okay? Con versus cougar. And con his way onto one of the most popular TV shows to date, okay? Love It Hip Hop Atlanta, has just been sentenced to 17 years. Now, since a lot of y'all thought that maybe his sentence was a little excessive, I disagree because I was on the phone with the families whose lives that he's ruined, okay? But it didn't take those black families' lives getting ruined because all y'all see is a black man that was just, the book was thrown at him, but you didn't see the black families that he ruined as a con man. Now, he has been convicted of bank fraud, conspiracy to running a Ponzi scheme, paycheck protection program, okay, illegally obtaining loans. Now, let's not forget him running a trucking company for many years, in which some celebrities have come forward to talk about even after we broke, okay, the official exclusive here on Unwind with Tasha K. But he did that to a lot of average families. Now, I get a lot of black people in my DM saying I've been conned by this celebrity. They've scammed me. They've done this. Now, if you felt that 17 years was a little too harsh, even though he's been scamming people for 20 years was a little too harsh, if these people can't get their money back, they can't get their marriages back, okay? They can't get their kids' college money back. They can't pay their bills. They've lost their houses, okay? Because this trucking company served as a front. So he went to black people such as yourself that's watching, such as me, okay, who work very hard to obtain what they have. And let's be honest, it's not a lot of black people out here that got major savings because, yes, we are behind in terms of oppression, okay, that was put in by the very white men that are oppressing this brother right now in prison, a very prison that he belongs in, okay? Now, he will come to him saying that he has a contract with Walmart because he's got these trucks, but he doesn't have enough money, okay, to secure said trucks. And so in return, if they help a black family, okay, help him to secure the trucks, he will be able to fulfill the Walmart contract, which is valued at $5-10 million. And as soon as he gets on the road and they, submit the first payment, they're going to get a percentage of that, okay? And of course, these people, there were contracts in place. These people saw everything that they needed to see in order to make an investment. But, of course, he found a way to skip town and scam. This ain't his first time that he's been in jail for scamming, okay? This is like his 5th time. He has a rap sheet longer than me and longer than all these damn videos combined on this damn channel, okay? And so in order to stop his ass, because they've tried to stop before in the past, that jail time didn't do anything but 17 years to sit his ass down, enough time for technology to re-advance, okay, or advance, and he's unable to learn the technology, okay? And so if he does get out in 17 years trying to scam, his ass ain't gonna know how to, okay? It's gonna take him a bit of a minute in the brain, let's be honest, okay? With all that damn soy they feeding these prisoners in jail, the brain ain't gonna be working the way that it's supposed to work, okay? And honestly, I would like to see him come out rehabilitated so that he's able to use those scamming skills and turn it into sales skills, okay? Sell somebody something, okay? If you have to getting people to give you millions of dollars and shit like that, guess what? Use it to get people to buy your damn product, all right? That's all you got to do. Ask for a loan and come out here and really change your life. And I do not feel that his damn sentence was too harsh. I think they are trying to make an example because they've tried to sit his ass down before in the past, but he still got better and better. So how do you do this? Keep his ass in jail, okay? Because there's a lot of black families, lives that were ruined and livelihood, but because it ain't y'all, guess what? Oh my God, they're oppressing another black man. Tasha don't like black men, and yet I'm around here slobbing a black man up and down every day. So how the hell I don't like black men? And the only people I've ever dated was black men. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Woo! Okay, it was so much information, all right? But anyway, I hope we got through it. I hope you enjoyed today's show, okay? Guys, do not forget to use the links below, okay, to support the sponsors, okay? We have the sea moss. You guys know that you need that. We have the olive leaf extract, the acne bar, the sex toys, okay, the hair products. I mean, it's a whole list of other things that we have, okay? And so you guys do have the discount codes below, okay? If you have tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com or hit me in a DM on Instagram. Make sure you got them receipts now. Guys, if you want to advertise on my platform, maybe you're an up-and-coming entrepreneur, maybe you have an established business, okay? Please feel free to hit us up at marketing@unwinewithtashak.com, and someone from our marketing team will get back to you to discuss your advertising needs. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at UnwindWithTashaK. I can't wait to announce my huge surprise. Actually, I got 2 surprises, okay? But one for now, okay? Thank you so much to Taddy. Thank you to everybody that took the time to watch this here video, okay? And please do not forget to leave your thoughts below, okay? And hell, if you didn't like this video, you can still subscribe anyway just so you can cuss my ass out. Not that I'm gonna really give a damn anyway. Now I gotta go, okay? Bye.